Tonight, we'll report on a Douglas County fire that triggered evacuations in Grant County and how 2 men drowned over the weekend. What's happening in sports, Sean?
The Apple Sox get a big road win, and the U.S. men's national team knocks off Haiti in Gold Cup play. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, today we're pretty far from breaking that record high temperature which was set back in '02. I'm Cristina Sanchez and I'll have your extended forecast just ahead.
I'm Amber Jenks and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A wildland fire triggered the evacuation of Rimrock Meadows community Saturday night. The fire was at the northern border of Grant County, about 17 miles north of Ephrata, along State Route 2. It threatened 30 buildings and 27 residences. A level 3 evacuation notice was issued for residents at the community. The American Red Cross helped organize an emergency shelter at the Ephrata High School. The evacuation notice was reduced to level 1 on Sunday afternoon. Residents were asked to be aware of the potential fire danger. The Washington State Patrol reported the fires are 55% contained on Monday. No one has been injured and no structures have been damaged in the fire. An artist was presented at the Moses Lake Museum and Art Center. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
A new exhibition opened at the Moses Lake Museum and Art Center this weekend, highlighting the wildlife and cultural history of the Moses Lake area. Spokane artist Melissa Cole uses vivid colors to bring life to her compositions and said it was a gathering of fellow artists at the museum that sparked her interest in Moses Lake.
I really love wildlife. I went to school in zoology and I've been a naturalist guide and a scuba diving guide all over the world, and so that kind of transpired. I started artwork about 15 years ago, and I came here to speak for Artists Trust, and I loved this museum and this space, and so I wanted to do something that signified the past and the present of Moses Lake, because the idea that there were mammoths here was just amazing, and I come here to ski and I love the wildlife in the area and the plains, and so I wanted to do one that was both then and now, so that's the theme of this show. I sketch a lot while my husband's an underwater photographer and I travel with him, and so I sketch the wildlife while I'm out in the field, and I have a lot of ideas of composition, but they come together once I put the paint. I do some rough sketches on how things will fit together, but a lot of times it will completely change from when I start to when I finish.
The exhibition runs to September 11th and admission is free for all ages. In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
2 men disappeared from boats on Grant County lakes. The first man, Craig Plummer, was reportedly swimming when he disappeared in Banks Lake Friday afternoon. The Grant County Sheriff's Office spent Friday, Saturday, and Sunday searching for Plummer. His body was found on Monday afternoon. The second man, Robert Reddick, a 34-year-old Olympia man, drowned after he jumped from a moving boat on Park Lake on Saturday afternoon. The Grant County Sheriff's Office found Reddick's body Sunday afternoon after closing the lake to motorized vehicles. A trial for a Grant County Sheriff's deputy is scheduled for September. Corey Linscott, a 36-year-old Quincy man, made his second appearance in Grant County District Court Friday afternoon. He was charged with assault in the 4th degree after he allegedly grabbed his stepson by the neck during an argument on April 26. Linscott was reportedly arguing with his wife outside of their Quincy home. The argument continued when they went inside and Linscott swore at his wife. Linscott's 18-year-old stepson allegedly defended his mother, and the deputy responded by telling his stepson that he was 18 and needed to leave. The stepson claims they were near the front door when Linscott grabbed him by the neck and tried to push him out of the house. Linscott is presently on paid administrative leave from the sheriff's office pending the outcome of the criminal case. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We will be right back after this.